Boom. We here. Let me go ahead and get ready. Let me do this real quick. Y'all. I'm just setting up a little bit. HotFacts with Robert Reese. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I like to bring you guys all of the interesting things, the interesting news, the interesting news. Check out my playlist. Check out everything. We got something for everybody here on HotFacts. I stumbled across this though. You know how when you do content and you're a content creator and people get a whiff of what you do. What's up, yup? You get a whiff of what people do, you know, how they are. If someone's doing something pretty good, you're like, dang, I like that. And then, you know, you go to like check out my latest video, not live stream. I break it down pretty clear on exactly what's been going on. But then when you listen to the people's reactions and everything, they have no idea. What you're talking about. Will ya? Eli and Don, will ya? That must be the person that I just don't acknowledge. But I'm gonna break this down here. I found someone was speaking about me, and what I found was, even though I brought this up before with the same podcast host and what he allows and how it happens, and this one particular person, I brought up the issues of being prejudiced, and I made my claims and showed the actual evidence of the videos. And then the same podcast host allows the exact same thing to happen. Now, the funniest thing about this is there is a black content creator up and coming, NGB Worldwide. Go check him out. He got some great stuff. But this is what I feared would happen, that you hear people right in front of your face say things about black people right to your face, and you don't say anything. Now, as a black man, I gotta check you on that, brother, and throw a yellow flag like we playing football. I had to pull on over from this delivery and stop. What's that? Amki, don't know who you are, but what's up, man? This person says, the blacks. I'm here repping the blacks. That is hilarious right there. Big ups though. Rep the blacks, rep the brown, rep everything that has a little bit different melanin in the skin. Because last night on the same podcast, but it's a new channel now, but the podcast is, the host is allowing the guests to do the exact same thing, and they were speaking about me. Now, when they were speaking about me, you're going to see the buildup from a content creator by the name of Torp. And it's a buildup of something about me that he goes into. Well, you guys are going to hear, especially if you're black, you're going to be like, what the hell? And you didn't just say nothing. Now, NGB did leave. He did leave. There was somebody else up there, channel host named Thunder. He hopped on. He left also because it got to a point to where they were speaking about the N-word, and Torp says something about the actors and the athletes and stuff, and then Thunder starts to say, yeah, even they do it too, talking about the word nigga. When Torp took it someplace else, Thunder hopped off because he was like, I ain't trying to be a part of that. At least, but Thunder's also been a part of the prejudice thing over there in the past in my videos that I have up there. Okay, so it's just funny that when someone gets a channel taken away for bad behavior, you start your channel again and you allow the exact same thing. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. Now, when I speak, I say off the top. You know, there's certain things where I use a certain language. Okay, vernacular. So I say off the top, off the back, off the jump, straight up. All that stuff is what we do out here. And at least then on the West Coast, that's what we do. The hip hop scene, you use that also. And you get people that just associate it, oh, it's a black thing and all this other stuff. But we're gonna play this right now, and we're gonna break down the entire scene. We're gonna break down the entire situation from when NGB gets on, and I gotta address NGB because he has an issue with me, the black dude that allowed this dude to just say this and he didn't say nothing. We've had some back and forth. I called him Uncle Tom, simply because of issues and things like this. He didn't understand why I was upset with him at first, and he blamed it on something else. So I'm gonna be able to clear that up and also get into how Torp is going to mosey on into these things here. So let's start here. This was on the live show last night, the lounge number 13. I'm at 1 hour and 30 minutes and 26 seconds into the live stream. We're gonna listen to this. Let's go.
Do what? What'd you say?
Then she'll be able to put that video back up here pretty soon.
Yeah, like 9 days.
It's almost like he's trying to scam the system. Like, that she ain't gonna work.
He's trying to scare her. He's trying to scare her ass.
He ain't scaring her.
All right, so right now there is something going on that I'm involved in, and no one knows what's going on because no one is me. No one can speak for me. No one's in my brain, but my video clearly says exactly what's going on. They all have these weird things going on and saying these weird things that's not there, but they're speaking about an issue that I have going on, and they are all upset about it. So them all being upset, they are already in the mode of being angry, and one person is going to take it to the extreme.
He's scaring shit.
Because he even says in that, he's like, I made $20 off that video. You didn't make nothing, Red. So I don't even care. I don't even care about the video.
Why is he keeping goddamn game scores?
I know $20.
Right. What I did say that I made $20. You didn't make anything. I have no intention to do any of that. I only had one intention, and my intention was to do what I'm going to do unless there's a public apology, because I break it fully down. And let me clear this up too while I'm listening to this. It's not about someone left a comment and said you can't sue someone for donating to. That's not what it's about. I will just say this one last time, and hopefully you guys open up your ears and listen, because it's in my video and I bring up everything there. Okay, it is very, very clear that when the donations came in, after they came in, Thunder and Flex started talking crap. Why did you have to go and raise money? Aren't you the richest black guy and all this other stuff, and you have ASCAP and all this stuff? And they were trying to make it seem like there's an issue with fundraising, and I kept defending the fact that I can do that, and people do it for families and stuff all the time. And even Real Talk with Roy had something to say to them about that. Like, how you gonna tell someone you can't raise money if someone passes? Everybody does that. Like, you go to McDonald's right now and they ask you, do you want to round up your change for a college student? They do donations all over. It doesn't matter. You can do that. So they were trashing me about that, knowing that the donations came in about my mom. So pretty much you're saying that my mom ain't worth the donations and my mom's not worth any of that. And then you were saying that, you know, that's dumb. That's dumb. After you donated. So why donate if you're going to talk shit? That was the whole thing that you guys are missing there. There was only two people, Flex and Thunder. Red and everybody else that donated in, y'all, there was nothing going against them. There was nothing said bad, wrong, everything. It was one love. It was all that other stuff. So while something happens with somebody else, she's upset because the channel was taken down. And while I'm doing a podcast show with Eli Mellis, who they want to jump on and just join together whenever he's around, decided to say, hey, let's get HotFacts mad. She's in one chat, and my video that is on there for members only clearly sees it. I'm reading her comment out loud while she's saying it. And I got very upset. She said this: Robert's mad because after we donated, he said we were talking bad about him. Last time I checked, the only we was Thunder and Flex. So why would you now say we? So that I'm saying that you were one of those people, but now that's a backstab instantly. That's a backstab. Because why would you do something good to then now join in to say, you know, we did something bad? We as in us. You didn't say, you said we to join in with them. Then you said, watch this. I got upset while I was reading it and let you know. Right after that, you make a short. Says newsman loses his shit, which means you did that on purpose. You chose to come in on something to get me mad on purpose on live TV. Then when you get hit with the copy strike because there was nothing, you just did that, you got hit, you put up a post that says, Robert Reese has no sense of humor. But if this subject is about those two talking shit about the donations and stuff that was associated to my mom, and you understand the sensitive subject matter, why would you purposely try to get someone mad about it when you've been all love from the jump? That is what the civil case will be about if we go all the way there, and if you don't apologize publicly. It's not about donating in any of that. It's tying yourself into something to do something public, to get someone upset, to then make a short about it, to then create laughter about an issue when ultimately it has to do with the passing of his mom, to which these two made fun and joked about and said this about fundraising for the situation. That is a sensitive subject that has been going on for almost a year. So while that happened way back then, you now come in with this 10, 11 months later now to say, well, I want to do this to hop into the reindeer games and watch how I can get Reese mad. I'm going to do something that has to do with his mom because that will trigger him just like that. And that's what you did. And I'm responding to it live. Then you made a short and said, I have no sense of humor, which means that you're joking about the situation. So you are proving that what you did had malice intent to cause all of this that I went through then to bring it back now. So now I'm thinking about all that stuff. That's the emotional distress, the mental anguish, and the pain and suffering, in case you wanted to know. Now, for those of you who keep saying you can't sue just for, that's not what it is. I just explained exactly why, and she did it. Now she's doing weird things, putting up posts. I'm contacting the police department. I don't give a fuck. Call them 38,000 times a day. Show them my videos. Show them the video I just made. It breaks everything down. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. And let me tell you, saying someone's name is not doxing them. Check the California shit. But then when Tammy did that to me, put up my full driver's license and address and my friends and family and all that stuff, and did what the actual thing is, you guys are quiet about that. And she said, well, I'm in Florida, I can do it. That's what she did. I don't dox anyone when I say your name. I'm speaking. There is a thread of this with the caption. So I am speaking. And I'm saying what your name is, because in this story, that's your name when it comes to this history. I give your name and your channel name and say what exactly it is that you do here on social media also. I don't throw slight or anything. I give a full bibliography on when I get down and present to you guys. Now I just explained fully what the civil thing would be about. Any further questions, watch the videos. Now let's get back to this.
Said
That pisses me
the
off.
doxing shit is illegal in this state.
Okay.
Yesterday, he comes on there, he's reading.
Now I'm gonna get to
You know, he's still
NGB.
wow. He pushed everybody's shit in. That shit was. I don't think so because
Nah,
me and
he
him went out.
Let me get to
Think
NGB.
about that.
Sorry, y'all. I thought I had it queued up.
I'm an anonymous guy in my fucking thing. People
Okay,
sit
here,
on a panel with somebody they don't like.
here we go. Now watch this.
And this time to where.
All right, good.
They're real good.
Now,
That eyeball got recruited by some fucking.
now NGB is gonna give me a shout out too, because off the back we got to. I give him much respect for that. He had to explain something to him, but his issue on me and him has nothing to do with what he's saying, and I'm gonna be able to clear that up. So let's get right into this, y'all. Live reaction. Then you're gonna see. You're gonna hear Torp go racist or prejudice, whichever you want to have it.
I'm an anonymous guy in my fucking thing.
That's, or they want you to think that, Flex. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Think about that real good.
Hey, you guys want to know something that's crazy?
You're on the roof smoking weed.
No.
Here we go. This is
It's
NGB.
a two-pronged statement. One, it sucks that we live in a time to where if you have an opinion, the world is so nonchalant that it's almost taken as shade for you to state your opinion. But for two,
If you guys notice, I play a clip from Gil's Arena when they say what's being foul and salty these days. It's like you can't have an opinion. You can't have an opinion because if your opinion is opposite of what's going on, then everyone wants to go on you because they're like, why is he thinking like that? That's why I play that in my live videos. Coincidentally, he's saying it right now in a different way. But he understands. That's why I'm so upset with him also. Well, not upset, disappointed.
I'm gonna say this, and this is a general statement, but you can interpret it how you will. It's crazy that people will sit on a panel with somebody they don't like.
Now, just think about what he said. He's been watching everything, right? People will sit on the panel with people who they don't like. I do it all day. I do interviews. I specifically do interviews, and I like doing interviews with people that I have the complete opposite everything with, to where we are just a complete opposite. I love that. But when you understand how to do it, it's good. But then you got people being fake, because when I sit down with them, they understand fully what this is about. Now, you'll also get times to where you'll hop on a panel, and there's people up there that you like, I don't even know why I'm up here with this person, but I'm cool with this person, so I'll be up there. Some people are up there with people that they don't like so they can get information. I do it all the time. You know, I'm a news channel, so I'm up there. I got to sit with people and then actually engage with people who I just can't stand. But I have to in order to get the news out. I do that all the time. I have to. I have no choice. But just think about this situation here with the server of Eli Miller's Twiggy. Think about this, how he's had to be on panels over on the other side, on the side he came in with Tammy and all them. You guys don't know who it is. He's been on the panels with them and all these other people and the other people that have to do on my side and all this stuff. He had to sit in front of all these people and play like he has not been one of my biggest sources. He had to play like the information that I was putting out didn't come from him, while sitting up there on the panel with them like, dang, I'm sitting up here with y'all talking all this, I'm engaging, you guys have no idea. So when they were all like, dang, well, how could Reese come at this angle? Man, I'm telling you, Twiggy was a very, very successful source. But it's crazy how people will set up on a panel with people who they don't like. I just wanted to bring that up as one example.
Like, and think about that. It's crazy.
Oh no, I 100% agree. Anytime you're on a panel with somebody, you're co-signing what they do. If they're saying terrible stuff.
I get what he's.
Oh, now did you hear this guy say that anytime you're on a panel with someone, you are co-signing? Bullshit. Hell no. When Cherry went at NGB and said something about him being a dad and a son, I checked them live there on the same panel. That is a complete lie. That is not what it is. Now, if you don't say anything and try to just be like, well, that's what they're saying, I don't care, then someone can then lead to say that you are just like that. So
And I hear.
he said you can't trust nobody named Twiggy.
Yeah, but if somebody's up there saying terrible, terrible shit, and you keep going up there, you're putting yourself there. That's like right now. If somebody came up here and they was talking about racist family, I would get off the panel.
Now, see, they're trying to put what they got to put in on NGB. They're trying to put what he has in on NGB. Why are you not under your account? That's not your account that has a wrench. They're trying to make NGB go under to what they're saying, and NGB is trying to let them know that's not what I'm saying.
I'm talking about more so, and this is a general statement, but I'm saying more so, I would never sit on a panel with a person and like the channel owner, like, you know what I'm saying? Like let's say JD, for you, if you were running a panel every day, in no way, shape, or form, if I was beefing with you or didn't like you, in no way, shape, or form would I sit on the panel and be buddy, gully with you like we're straight.
Yeah, no way.
That's not no shade. I'm putting that out there now because I call my corner pocket, so you can quote my actions in the future. I will never sit.
Now, did you hear what he said? He said, I'm sitting here watching this stuff. He's watching it go down. You got to give respect to Cobra over there because he don't like thunder at all, and he voice it, and he be letting them have it. You know, he be letting them have it. But as you see, he says, I'm in a corner pocket. This is what I see. You will know in the future. He's watching you guys. So he's getting wiser. He's getting wiser about what I was telling him. He's watching you guys. But I'm just mad he didn't say nothing when Torp was going there. I'm glad he left, but he just, but he's letting them know that I'm watching you guys. And I'm watching you guys up here with people that you hate. Like, and you guys are up here
on panel, unless I'm like arguing my case for myself. I will never sit on panel with somebody that I claim.
Now, did you hear him say, unless I'm arguing my case against someone? That's when I will sit up with someone. That's why I like doing the one-on-one interviews, people, because I have questions and they're going to answer them. Exactly. He sat up there with me for an interview, y'all, so he can voice himself and go there. Are you paying attention?
To like not be cool with, like,
oh yeah, when you went up there with Cherry, now that was, you was just literally taking up for yourself. That's different than sitting up there laughing with him, having a good time. You didn't do that.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. Because I've seen that over the last 10 months. People was like, oh, I was beefing with this person this whole time, but I'm like, but bro, you was sitting on a panel every day talking to him, giggling and cackling. I wouldn't have knew.
NGB, you went up on me on my live about a week ago or less, whatever the hell it was. I ain't knocking you.
Did you hear NGB say, I've been watching for 10 months now, and there's people there that I've been watching for 10 months now, and they're up on panels with people who they can't stand. Are you listening to what he is observing? Loose lips sink ships.
I'm just like,
we've all went.
Why would you go like you popped off on there, and good for you, but like, were you? What was your like?
When I was up there talking, I didn't. If I was yelling, I didn't know I was talking to you. So if I was yelling and it happened to sound like I was talking to you off the, what did they say, off the back? I wasn't talking to you.
Okay, we about to get into the blackness now, y'all. We about to get into the blackness. He's about to open the door for Torp, okay, to go ahead to get up inside there. Now, there's an issue going on with him and Torp. We all know Torp don't know what's going on. He just be talking shit, don't know who is who. Heidi was red and all this other stuff when they look completely different. He thinks that Marcus is Ricky Knight. They got two different voices. One look like Booker T, one sound like DMX. There is no way in the world you can confuse those two, but somehow Torp does. So right now, NGB is going to clear up what's going on, but he's going to get into his blackness. And this is when Torp, he opens the door so Torp can slide in to start in on that shit.
What was your motivation?
When I was up there talking, I didn't. If I was yelling, I didn't know I was talking to you. So if I was yelling and it happened to sound like I was talking to you off the, what they say, off the back, I wasn't talking to you.
What does that off the back mean, by the way?
It's a joke. It's a joke. So this is rapper.
Now it's not a joke, and there is a rapper who is a gangster, rolling 40 neighborhood crip. You know, it's what we say out here, off the back, off the top, off the jump, straight up. You know, I'm not turning that down. That's what we use out here. So right now what's going on is Faux Extras is since he's in the spotlight now with the interviews and stuff, people are now starting to hear it more. So now it's not a joke. There's nothing joking about it. Off the top, I'll whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? Off the back, I gotta take that. I gotta get that. Off the back, I gotta demo that. Okay? Off the back, I gotta demo that. Means, people, it's a demonstration. So right now, when this happens, I have to go show people exactly why you don't do that to me. So off the back, I gotta go demo that. Okay? So NGB is gonna go ahead and break in. Torp is asking, what is that, by the way? So let's get into it.
If I was yelling, I didn't know I was talking to you. So if I was yelling and it happened to sound like I was talking to you off the, what they say, off the back, I wasn't talking to you.
What does that off the back mean, by the way?
It's a joke. It's a joke. So this is rapper, because I seen Reese's video. Hey Reese, I'm shouting you out, bro. What's good, bro? What's good, buddy?
I like that.
Now, did you guys not understand what's going on? I broke down his thought process and what he's been watching. People, he's not stupid. He listens. I just wish he would have said something to Torp and checked him when he was getting racial. But let's go. Off the back, I have to say that. That's why I'm disappointed in him. But he making positive strides, y'all.
He's a rapper in California and LA, and you know, like some people would say, like, off the strength, which is basically like you know what I mean, like immediate. You know what off the strength means? So it's like a LA version of saying like off the strength or like immediately. I will do this immediately. It's like saying off the back. So yeah, like how people say right off the bat, like I would do this off the bat.
Okay.
Yeah, off the rip. Yeah.
Thank God you're here then, because Reese didn't make that clear. He's been saying it for like his last 3 videos. Like,
okay, so look, he said I didn't make it clear. So when he went through all that analogy with all these white people up there, then he had to go to off the bat, off the everything, and then they said, oh, like off the rip, and he was like, yeah, off the rip. He went through everything. So these people don't understand what is going through out there at all. None of them did. He had to go through all that for them to start guessing to see, is it this? Is it this? Crazy people. You can't make this stuff up.
Oh, yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, no, I was going off when I went on your panel. The reason I was going off is because Reese keeps going around. He hasn't did it like the last week or so. But okay, so when I first met him, I did a little interview when I was going back and forth with Cherry and Hector, because Cherry was talking shit about my son. So I went on Hector.
Cherry was talking shit about his son. I checked Cherry. He went on Hector's and them, and they wouldn't let him talk. I set up an interview to do a one-on-one so he can get it off his chest. And you know, the little interview showed great light. He's now he's in the same light as UDM and Pedro and all them, who has sat down in front of HotFacts with all the other people. So the little interview helped him out. And as you see, he shouted me out. You see, you got to pay attention. I did the little interview because he's still mad at me how I'm mad at him. So he can't give it all to me. He still got to show a little something. But he gave me that salute right off the back. You see what I mean? But that was that there. Let's keep going.
Stream one day, and I was going at both of them, and they kept cutting my mic, and they did the whole dumb black guy thing. So then Reese was like, oh, I'll interview you. I'll give you a chance to talk. So I was like, okay. You know.
That's not what it was. I said, Cherry, Hector, quit muting him, man. Shut the fuck up. Let him talk. I said, let me talk to him. They started to let me talk, and then they start cutting me off. So I said, nah, man, it ain't gonna work. I said, NGB, I hit him up. I said, let's go ahead and make it happen. That's how it happened. Not, you know, people want to make their story, but that's how it happened because it was live.
I'm gonna give you a chance, regardless of what everybody's saying. I'm gonna give you one opportunity. I'll go up there for what it's worth. It was smooth, meaning I didn't, you know what I mean. But after that, I think, you know, he got a big problem with Flex or whatever. So he sees I'm chilling over there, and he was trying to use the whole racial thing, like, oh, you're black, you know what I mean? Like, you should be over there.
Now this is where it's gonna get good, because he's getting into the story now, because I was letting them know. See, the Hollywood gig news has everything. All the people that are not black that say nigga over there that Flex allows. Flex even said it himself. He allowed JB Gunner to do it and said, yeah, it's just a slang. It's just a slang. They said it'll never happen. You cannot do that over there. Ricky Knight and the Amazing Hustler were having a conversation about politics and about whites and blacks, and Flex said, we don't do that black shit over here. He told me in the DoorDash Revolution, why don't you two black content creators take your ass over there and leave my white ass alone? He said that. I have a video up there titled podcast host and Prejudice Views. That's up there. I got that video up there, and it breaks down the whole live on what's going on and what they do. So I've been showing that it happens over there on that channel, and I have all the proof to show you. And they were allowing Cherry to use all the racism also. I was letting them know that. You know, I was around it because I have to be able to report on it, get all the information out so that people can know exactly what's going on. The dark side of the shit. That's what you do when you are a reporter. You will have to go into situations that you just don't want to be a part of. But in order to get the information and to get the information out there right, you got to be in there. You got to work against people, work with people, pull people in, throw people out, do all this stuff. You got to do all of that stuff to make sure everything is there. And I was letting them know. So he said, well, let me see myself. Let me see first. You know, I'm my own man. I was saying, all that's cool. I get all that. This is just like if we was in jail and he had to come down and sit down with me. I gotta let him know everything was going on. We got that sink. We got these 3 toilets. You got to cut across here. Don't go there. This our section. All that. If I don't tell him that stuff, whether he listens or not, I'm not doing my job. I'm not doing my job. I don't want him to be mistakenly walking into things but that's what he did. While doing that, they were punning him, as what my wife would say, punning. They were punning him, talking about, why are you talking so loud and why are you screaming and yelling? Because that's what all that stuff that they were throwing little shots at him, and I was like, he's putting himself there. Now, he did say he's been watching for 10 months, and maybe that was part of him trying to now try to figure out and get some investigation in, but how he allowed certain things. I never allowed certain things. I spoke up and let people know you can't be doing that. I've never heard him speak up against them, which is why we got this rift. Okay, so let's go.
Like, basically telling me like I'm being an Uncle Tom because all this racial whatever this shit happened. I'm like, listen, bro, a lot of the shit you're talking about happened before I was ever around here. And I'm gonna say it like this: it's one thing to be cool with somebody, and then there's one thing to go around and like proclaim somebody's character. Me and Flex could be cool, but he's
pissed off because I called him an Uncle Tom, because he's allowing it to happen and not saying nothing about it.
Met Flex like 2-3 months ago. I'm not going around like, yo, Flex would never.
Do I apologize for calling another black man an Uncle Tom on camera publicly? I can say yes and I can say no, because if you look at the black beefs from the comedians to the athletes to the actors to the rappers and everything, it does come out. And just talk to Charleston White, he go give it to you all the way real, straight like that. So is it something bad in the eyes of the black community to do that to another black man or to say that? Yes, but sometimes it is necessary to make sure you are not going to be going over there and putting it down like that. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. Malcolm and Martin shook hands and hugged. Huey P. Newton wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. Different leaders all over the place, man. There's certain things we just cannot accept. You got to say something.
Flex wouldn't, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that just for the mere fact that I'm over here chilling, he's like, "Oh, you're Uncle Tom. You're Uncle Tom." I'm like, "My guy, listen, I'll let you do that shit for a little bit of time, but if you're trying to really be cool, you're on some, oh, we're black. Why would you make it immediately racial and try to make the argument down racial lines for no reason? I don't even know you."
Let me answer that, because that's a question that he's asking me, y'all. That's why I like doing these reactions. So he's asking me a question. Let me play it back so I get it right. I think he said, "Why did I first start?"
Trying to really be cool, you're on some, oh, we're black. Why would you make it immediately racial and try to make the argument down racial lines for no reason? I don't even know you.
Okay, here's the answer to that one. Because when all the black people who used to go up there left and they have not been up there, they have been trying to get a token to be back up in there. That's why I asked you about the token during the interview. Okay, they were trying to bring the revolution in, because if you actually pay attention to the groups that are in the gig community, the ones that are predominantly white, there's one black person that they have up there as their branch and to do certain things with. Okay, so there's nobody else up there. Dashing Trader left, Hannibal left, the Amazing Hustler left, all the Gig Geezer left, UDM, don't even go up there, done. DoorDash Diaries, Billy Coop, don't even go up there, none of them will go up there. I went up there a couple times and I figured, well, I went up there to fight them, like fight them all the time. I went up there to be cool sometimes, but I went up there to throw knuckles every single time. So I will go up there to throw knuckles, to defend, you know, because I am the first people's champ, okay, here in the gig space. So I will go up there to go at them constantly, okay? But no other black dude wants to go up there, because after they were watching the gig news and seeing all the stuff that I'm pointing out, they were like, heck no, not going up there. Marcus was one of the last ones that would appear up there. Marcus left. Him and Flex never had an issue. The only issue they did have was Marcus was mad that Flex wasn't showing his numbers like that, and he confronted Flex on Flex's own thing. So Flex never liked Marcus like that, but he would allow him up there if Roy was up there, because Marcus and Roy are boys. Now Marcus is the black dude. Now that none of us black dudes are up there, and they've tried them all. Mike Drop BBQ won't even, yeah, right, will he even go over there? Jeff will not even go over there. So when you come along, they were looking for a token to fill the spot, and you actually have a channel with real content, which now they can say, no, we got people that have content over here, so they can use you for that also. It's all about, because when you watch what they don't do content, no videos, no anything, and then they want to ride the back off of somebody else. How put it like this: Flex is about to have 600. He got 600 and some subs going up. Someone bought his subs. Jada is still sitting at 737. Where is the growth? Where is the growth? There's nothing there. But then they play each other's videos, making it seem like it's going someplace, but no one watches it. So if you're up there and you have content, that's why I was asking you, how come you don't ask them, why don't they play any of my videos and I have real content? They got tired of me saying that. So what did they do one day? They put up a not even a video, a live stream of you eating with your girl, chicken wings and all that stuff, and they never played one of your videos ever again. They only did that because I was letting you know that they're only playing this dude's videos. If they're so cool with you and they want you to grow, how come they're not playing your videos? There is a prejudice issue over there, and they use the token as that. That's why I brought that up to you instantly. That's my answer. See, some people don't want to hear a full answer like that, but you got to. I have to answer his question. Let's go.
Let's make this a fact. Let's make this a fact real easy.
He's trying to create
Sorry
a
about
division.
that, Flex. I know
Yeah, it's a
I know it's your
divisional
shit.
thing.
Flex, I know it's your shit, but let's
No,
face it.
you good.
Reese is making everything racial.
Here we go.
That's what he
Before you
does.
finish, I'll be right back.
Okay, bye-bye. Let's get on.
Reese makes everything racial. That's his claim to fame.
Yeah, I let it. Listen, that's the thing. The whole reason he started doing it, after we did the interview, and I know you probably listen. I'm saying this now because now you can finally listen. Or if you listen to this, you started tagging the shit out of me. And
now check this out. He said, "I know you're listening." Yeah, because like I went back to and I was like, "Damn, all right." So people, that's why this reaction is going on now. Now he's gonna talk about the tagging thing. A lot of you guys don't know how tagging works. So I tag people, especially when a channel is new and they're looking to grow. I help promote a gang of channels, okay? I'm gonna tag you in things. Like he does food and things like that. I'm gonna tag him in things and tag him nonstop. So it's out there. Also, if I'm covering a story and someone is a part of the story, or if I say their name, I'll tag you in the video because I'm mentioning your name in the video and you're part of the story, and just that way what it is. Some people say, well, what do I got to do with that? Nothing. Well, you don't understand. You're not paying attention fully. I tag you for that stuff. Also, I'll just tag people in random videos. You know, videos that I do. I'll tag you. Some people don't like it, but you got to understand, if I'm not tagging you, ain't none of them tagging you, ain't none of your friends and family tagging you. So who's tagging you and shit so you can get exposure? So don't get mad about the exposure, because obviously you're not putting yourself out there like that and tagging yourself and shit. Self-growth, you got to go promote. So I promote people whether they like it or not. Now, some people don't like it, like, oh man, he's tying himself to me. Well, if you do a one-on-one interview with me and I have highlighted some of your videos, I'm going to tag you and stuff, whether you like it or not, because of your name in the interview. When they type up my name or something, or your name in an interview, it's going to pop up. That's just the way it is. It goes like that for everybody on social media. So you got to understand the tagging process, and don't be upset because these people need to be tagging you.
Posting videos, everybody's on your helmet right now for you doing whatever, do your thing. I started doing this YouTube shit 10 months ago. I learned recently that when you keep tagging people, not recently, like a week ago, I learned a few months back, when you keep tagging people, you take over the algorithm for their name. So when people look them up, they see your shit.
You don't take over the algorithm.
Interview, and then all of a sudden you're tagging me in hella shit. I made a joke. I said, hey, Reese, don't take it the wrong way. But I was like, bro, why he keep tagging me in a bunch of shit? Like I said it on the lounge, just joking around. I guess he took it offensively, and then he was like, he's an Uncle Tom. He's an Uncle Tom. I'm like, bro.
No, that's not why he was called an Uncle Tom. And I broke down exactly why. They're using him and he don't say nothing. It has nothing to do with tagging. See, this is his part on trying to create his little funk with Reese to have some more light going on his way. It's all good. I enjoy that, but that's definitely not the reason why he was called Uncle Tom. That has nothing to do with Uncle Tomness. Uncle Tomness is what they're doing to him right in front of him, and he ain't saying nothing. And I've warned him. That's the Uncle Tomness, but not because of tagging. So that's just him coming at me. So we got a little something going on. You got to understand the game, people.
Well, there's the problem right there, NGB. There's the problem. He doesn't take it offensively. He likes it when you say his name. It doesn't matter why you say it. It's just right. That you said it.
Yeah, you said it.
He's got a real issue on his end of things. And it's like all the people that hate me the most or don't agree with me the most are the people I'm going to tag the most. That's an issue. That's a psychological problem.
That has nothing to do with people you don't like. But you know what the best thing is? For everyone that I do it because I like them to promote them, when the trolls and the people that really do that stuff and I tag them, they can't get mad if you go get tagged. You just hopped in the game. I'm going to tag you. The problem is you don't like that I'm tagging you in the video that I created off of your video where you're the one saying all the stuff. So you're being tagged in something that you don't like. Maybe you shouldn't do that.
On his end.
I'm like, yo,
that's what it is. He can't even speak for black people correctly. He can't do it.
Now, right in front of NGB, he said you can't even speak for black people correctly. You can't even do it. NGB is a black dude. Off the back right there, he should have said, Torp, you out of line. You can't speak for us. Off the back, he should have did that.
On his end.
I'm like, yo,
that's what it is. He can't even speak for black people correctly. He can't do it.
All I know is
he
this,
doesn't
man.
have the ability to explain his
When
race.
you meet a person, it's like this. People do it in reverse all the time.
Yeah.
But the pure fact that you're black is not going to be the single reason I fuck with you.
It's not about fucking with me. I'm telling you what's going on. You don't gotta fuck with me to know what's going on. Right now, you giving Torp leeway. You didn't check him. He said once again he can't do it. He can't speak for black folks. He said it again twice, and you didn't say nothing to him. That's an issue right there. That's an issue. Because what gives him the right to make claim to state that I cannot? Who told him that? Who gave him the nigga pass to be able to speak on that? He took it that you did because you didn't check him.
Nobody that I'm cool with them for the mere fact that they're black, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Trying to use that little psychological bullshit, bro. And like I said, if he got his panties in a bunch or if he got in his feelings, that's on him. I really don't give a damn. I'm not, Reese, you can do your thing, be sour all you want to, because I made a joke about you tagging me. Out of all the shit that you're going through, my boy, me making a joke about you tagging me is...
Now, he said all this shit you're going through, my boy, he don't understand that this is what I do. Everyone has been coming at me forever. I've had death threats. I've had everything. The main thing is that when it comes down to hot facts, that's like when Dash and Trader said, you know what? When Flex tried to get him to say something bad about me, he said, I'm not doing that. I'm not hopping down that road. I don't want these shots coming at me like that. You know why? Because he understands. He understands. I've been going through this stuff for a long time, but I'm not going through anything. What am I going through? Someone said they're gonna call the police on you. Do it. I don't give a fuck. Do it. Do you think I care? I don't feel no different every day. You think I really give a fuck? People mad because when they watch my video and I break down my stuff, and once again, the beginning of this video, they gonna be like, damn, listen to the beginning of this video, Red. That's what he's talking about. You really did that. People start to pay attention like, holy shit, and he has it presented in the right way. So at any given time, when I do my videos, I can just submit my videos because I have all the information, the shots, the footage, the documents all in the video while I'm breaking it down. So all I gotta do is turn that in to anyone. They can watch that, and that is my presentation. That's my documentation. So people start to understand he actually operates like that. Yeah, I really do. So when people just bring up nonsense that don't make no sense, that's not doing nothing to me. That's just talk. And I'm gonna say this too. This is gonna be the funniest thing. You guys keep trying to bring my wife up, like saying she should have cut my live off. She ain't gonna never do that. First of all, people, Lucy has never went to Ricky's show and stopped it. She didn't. Ricky's show is over. No, that one. Ricky. The whole episode is in Spanish. What's up, Eric? The whole episode gonna be in Spanish. That Cuban finna go nuts. That will never happen. But once again, here's another one. It's not girl power. And here's another thing too. She's not gonna say anything to any of you guys. She's not gonna come back at you guys about anything, only unless I ask her a specific question. She is not, she don't do the videos. She don't do any of that. She's not gonna be responding to anything that you guys do. So you guys are just gonna watch your guys, yourselves try to get her and entice her, which will go into exactly what I'm saying with you guys are trying to do this stuff, and then that plays into everything that I got going on too. So I'm letting you know what you are actually doing right now. So she's not gonna reply, she's not gonna do any of that, and you guys are just gonna be doing this because it's not gonna be first of all, it's not gonna be a Jackie and Red thing or let's try to get her to talk like Jessica and all that. That's not remember Music City Gig Hustlers, Tom and them, you know, it's not gonna be like Tom's wife was speaking and stuff like that. It's not like that. So that's not gonna happen. So all of this and all of that, when no one is responding to it, we can just watch and see what you do, and then you're the only person out there doing it, so you're putting yourself on your own island. So yes, and by the way, saying someone's name is not doxing them, and because my wife is with me, that's not a crime. There's no crime in that. You can't go to jail for that. Like, you can't go to jail for saying Shauna Johnson and Robert Henry and Felix and Troy and Jimmy and Heidi. You can't Ari. You can't get in. You can't go to jail for that. These are people in the story of how it breaks down. So there's nothing you can do. And like, the funniest thing is when I saw this stuff, they're committing crimes of this, and you don't even understand the law and understand what doxing is. None of you guys have been doxed. I am the only person that has been doxed. So my driver's license was put up on Tammy's community post, and it was up there for a long time. It's probably still up there now. I've been fully doxed. Fully doxed. So a lot of you guys don't even understand. So when I'm watching you guys write posts, I'm gonna call the police because they're doing this, and I'm like, call the police. Go ahead, call the police. And then you guys are saying I'm suing for, like, it's so stupid. And my wife's not. And check this out, Emilia, and I say her name all the time. You guys know her name. What the fuck? You guys call her by her name. Flex has been saying her name for a long time. For a long time. Mrs. Emilia, I don't understand. So he's been doxing my wife for a long time, if that's how it works then for you guys. But she don't know what's coming out of my mouth. She don't know what I'm going to say either. She don't know. She don't know. So when you guys do your thing, and you guys are like, how could you let this happen and all this stuff? You guys have no idea what you're talking about. And it's hilarious that you think these are crimes and all this other stuff. Like, this is like if you want to let people watch dummies, and like you want to hear how dummies speak and what they think about, it's like a whole bunch of dummies, and it's hilarious. But she's not going to speak on any of that because she's not a dummy. Dummies. Now let's get into it.
At least your worries, bro. I ain't never attacked you. I ain't attacked your family. I've never made a video insulting you. I've never been near no doxing. I don't insult nobody's family, nobody's kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nowhere near any of that. So the shit that you're going through right now, somebody making a joke about you tagging him, boy, you sound real soft right there, bro.
All right. Let me give it to you like this. NGB.
I'll give him a point for that one. He tried to end with a shot.
Flex, Thunder, Jaded, anybody. Has anybody seen Reese make a video where he's got support from any fucking race or any community?
I don't know if he's in the chat. I just know that you know what I mean.
Torp is about to lead into it, y'all.
His biggest thing was like, oh, they're gonna try to turn you against me. They're gonna tell you not to fuck with me. I'm gonna tell you this, and I told you guys from the jump. Yeah, a lot of people said don't fuck with you. A lot of people, everybody said don't fuck with you. But I gave you the chance today. I went on your platform. I gave you a personal, little reason for working. Not like nothing about my life, but I gave you a little bio, a little bit.
Little bio, you know little interview.
And then you get sour over me making a joke about you tagging.
It's not about tagging, G.
What's going on?
Nah, I unsubscribed from you, and I let you know. You know exactly, because I wrote you a message when I unsubscribed.
Everything in his arsenal to try to keep his channel alive. That's all he's doing.
You know how you keep your channel alive, people? When you just stumble across them talking about you. That's how your channel stays alive.
And it's failing.
I mean, all we did was give you just a little heads up. There was nothing crazy that we told you, that.
Dude,
nobody's trying to turn you or do anything.
No. Like I said, when you come into the community.
Did you hear Flex say all we did was try to warn you a little bit about the, he don't want you to see Hollywood gig news.
There's everybody. When I say everybody, I mean in the general sense. Everybody gets warnings about everybody. Okay.
In a way.
Come on.
In a way.
What I'm saying is, there was when I say everybody, I'm not literally meaning every single person in this community. But I'm saying people came.
People that don't want to see you walk off the ledge. People that don't want to see you walk off the ledge. And I'm like, I
understand what he's doing. I understand.
People like he said that they don't want to see you walk off the ledge, are the ones that are going to be doing that, right? So why would Red purposely say, us, we, you got mad at us for the donations with your mom and all that, and then make the short and do all that. Why would she want to see me go off the edge? He said people that warn you want you not to go off the edge. But what's the opposite of that? Just think about it.
When he tried, he's doing this little thing. I'm like, I'm gonna give him an opportunity, because this is the thing. He fucked himself, because like he said, oh, they're gonna try to turn you against him. Bro,
Yeah.
I gave you an opportunity, meaning I gave you the chance today to do, to do it, whatever. And you get sour about me making a joke about
it's not about to quit saying that. You gotta stop saying that now. But yeah, you gave me first of all, I can't do the interview with anyone unless they give me the opportunity. That's 100% for every single person I have done an interview with. I cannot do the interview unless they give me the opportunity. My job is to come up with a presentation so I can give to you right then and there, future interest, need, and desire, put that thing on down so that you can say yes. That's my job. But you got to give me the opportunity so I can go ahead and pitch it to you. You did that. My job is to close the deal, and that's what I do. ABC, always be closing.
Instead of saying, you know what, hey, my bad, if I'm over tagging you, it's all good, I won't do it as much, I was trying to help you. Even if he was capping, be like, I was trying to help you, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But instead you get sour and now I'm Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom for what you're doing right now.
Like, explain how is my
okay,
now
watch this. Torp is asking, what is Uncle Tom? This motherfucker is almost 60 years old and he don't know what Uncle Tom is. He lives in Kentucky, y'all. Maybe he been on that river a little bit too much, and them carp been smacking him in the face flying in that boat. But he lives in Kentucky, the birthplace of the Klan, but he don't know what Uncle Tom is, and he almost 60 years old. Something is not right here, y'all. Who's playing who?
Being an Uncle Tom, you realize Uncle Tom means I'm working against my own community. How am I working against black people by being on a live stream on YouTube? What does black people got to do with gig work?
He's trying to make it seem like I'm some sort of kind of racist because I wouldn't let him fucking race bait on my channel.
Now, did you hear what Flex said? I wouldn't let him race bait. No, he told Ricky Knight and The Amazing Hustler. Now, check this out. I went live and The Amazing Hustler was live. So I hopped in on his StreamYard from my other phone live and asked him the question live on his while I was live on mine. And he said, yeah, Flex did that. Ricky and The Amazing Hustler apologized. Flex said, we don't do that race shit over here. We don't do that race bait black shit over here. That's what he said. I have it on Hollywood Gig News, and I have all the other videos that I put up that he don't want people to see. So he's saying, I guess he's saying that for this reason. No, you already know why. You already know why.
You know what? Flex just spoke volumes. If you guys don't know this by now, I do it. I know. Reese wants everybody here to say the N-word. He wants it. He desires it. If you guys don't do it, he fails. There you go.
Now, you know the craziest thing about this gentleman that said this, he was doing a live stream, and because JB Gunner, known racist, he heard him say it. So this guy Torp on his own live stream said it like 4 times straight. So he has already said it. He has already said it. So why is he saying that? He wants us all to say it, but he's been saying it. And in my last the live stream where I did the Ride Share Rodeo and Mike Drop BBQ, he's calling people the Monkey Spunk crew and he gets this close to saying it and said, you almost made me say it. And he almost said it again. He wants to, he already does it. That's part of his regular speech. So why is he saying that I want them to say it when he's already doing it? You see how that don't make sense? And Flex is up there with the dude because he was watching him say it.
He's gonna fail.
No,
that's what he wants.
He literally trying to paint me a racist because I wouldn't allow him to race bait on my channel.
It has nothing to do. This dude's an idiot.
He wants us to use the N-word. That's what he wants. That's all he's got left.
Come on now.
That's it. There's nothing else.
Come on now.
His whole game is
So,
race.
Come on now.
I didn't want to I didn't want no race bait or like the crazy like the politician talk to where my
Come on
channel
now.
could get taken down. So that's why I stayed away from those kind of topics.
He said he doesn't want the crazy politician talk and the race talk because your channel can be taken down. That's only if you're dealing with a bunch of racists on the camera who don't know how to articulate what the fuck they got to say. And you don't know how to moderate. That's crazy.
Well, that's probably not a bad idea. Only because we've seen how that works out with Reese.
And he what he wants to do is take people's channels down. So he wants to.
That's what he's doing, dude.
I don't want to take people's channels down. That's not what anyone wants to do. But if you take a 3-minute clip of my live stream and you loop it for 11 hours, 24 minutes and 57 seconds with nothing in it, you're getting a strike for that, homie. And then when you have it another one up damn near the same, you get struck for that. The channel was taken down because you got 3 strikes. That's it. 2 came from me. At this time, you got strikes in the past. Remember, your channel had 2 strikes in the past. I had nothing to do with it then. You got 2 strikes in the past for doing stuff like that with guideline strikes and stuff, putting up male penises and all that. Your channel has gone through 2 strikes before. That's why you made Flex Unlimited, remember? And then you had another one of my videos up over here doing the exact same thing, and you got a strike on this one too. I'm not trying to do anything, but you got to learn.
I'm not gonna let that go.
He wants that crazy racial talk so he could flag shit. And
what does Reese think he's going to have in 6 months? What does he think he's actually going to have in 6 months? That's what I want to know. What's he going to have?
So he's at now NGB left, okay, because they're doing the race talk right now. He left, but he said, what do I think I'm going to have in 6 months? Well, I was on a phone call with Yup for 3 hours and went over all my phases. I'm in phase 2 right now, so I'm in phase 2 of my plan.
The same thing Roy's going to have. You're not going to live this down, Reese. You're just not. There's too many people here, man.
I'm not going to live it down. Live what down?
As you guys would put, there's a side. And if you guys want
correct,
to go
Red Door. Correct.
I like the live the story of like, where was Twerp at?
I'm not inciting.
2024, 2020.
You know what's crazy?
Where was he at?
Exactly. He's been exciting. No, you know what's crazy? People they don't know when or how to use incite. People get frustrated and upset because they don't like how it is presented. Well, if you don't like how it's presented, what are you showing that makes the presentation not be accurate? You got to think about that. You got to think about that. It's not inciting if you get upset about something when it's you. When they say, oh, what's wrong with Reese? He go, hey, you never know. He'll flip out, go crazy one episode. You don't know what's going to happen with this nigga. Yeah, I understand that. And I understand that I go off the deep end sometimes. That's just part of what happens when you're dealing with Reese. And especially if I'm doing a live. So sometimes it happens. Sometimes the emotion gets the best of me. It's been like that in sports and everything. You know what? It's been like that. I can blow up. I get it. Some people say when he gets to a point, he'll just cut you off. I know I do that because I'm used to interviewing people and speaking all the time. So I know I do that. Do I get upset when I say it? No, because I know I do that shit. Do I work on it? Yes, that's why I ask a bunch of questions to give someone a chance to answer. And when they're done, it gives me a chance to be able to talk. That's why I do that. Shit, I know that. But it's me. I don't get mad. And it's not inciting me. You got to understand who you are. Just like on Martin, when he'd throw you out the house, get to stepping, he kick you out. Kick niggas out sometimes. That's just part of it. Let's go.
Where are you going? What's your story going to be, Reese? Roy, what's your story is going to be? Where are you at? Everybody fucking turned the channel. Everybody shut the door. Everybody was against you. How do you fight back?
I'm waiting till he gets about my channel and how it's black people up there. I can't wait for that part.
About? You got no respect from anybody, guys. Reese, Roy, nobody's going to respect this. Nobody.
Now check this out. It's crazy that he said that, but if you're watching this live stream on how I'm breaking it down, you have no choice but to respect how I'm breaking it down, and I'm giving you guys the answers and everything and filling you guys in on what's going on, right? So with that being said, he said no one's going to respect you, but you got to be able to respect someone that's answering all your questions. See, if I'm on the panel, they won't give me a chance to answer. They'll want to talk over me and gang up on me. But when I can react to it, you can get my answers while it's going on, and then you'll see like, damn, he said that, but you got to give respect to the motherfucker. Look at what he's doing. And he's got all you guys. He's got people acting like they finna call the police on him. They going to team up with people that doxed them before. They trying to go with whoever they can find to go at this dude. So I like that shit, me personally. I like that shit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They can't hang, I guess. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to audible. Omaha.
It's not even funny. There's no humor in this. You guys were piss poor. You destroyed what the community believes to be as this is what we do. This is what we do, guys. You don't bust up somebody's channel. You don't bust up their name. You don't take them to court. If you want to be righteous. I'm sorry, guys, but the way I feel about this is simple. What Reese and Roy are doing and have done and continue to do.
Now that's another thing.
Is destroy.
We have not conspired or anything.
That keeps this community together.
And I gotta say this. I was watching Roy do the coloring book. LBGTQXYZ elemental PQRS, that community right there, we're proud. You guys had Roy color that thing in all the colors. But just like Roy was saying, okay, if something happens and he goes outside the lines, we'll just blame it on somebody else. Just what they're doing. Go watch that live stream. I enjoyed it. Real Talk with Roy, people. Go ahead and check that out. But Real Talk with Roy and myself have not conspired to do anything. Not what this is and what we're doing and what's been done. What's been done is whatever you want to say. It's whatever you want to say. So, but there's no conspiring to do this and that and all this other, like, that stuff is not going on. That's what they want to believe because they just can't believe it. So they want you to believe that. So their narrative that they paint is going to be that we conspire to go take these channels down and do all this other stuff so we can look like we're on the witch hunt. This ain't the Scarlet Letter. We ain't out there doing all this motherfucking shit. So at least that's not what I'm doing. So that's what I'm saying there. Nothing even close to being any of that. Now, what you are seeing right now are people conspiring on how do they attempt to handle Reese. Make sure y'all hit that like button or a thumbs down.
It's awful. It's just, it's bad. They don't know how to play. They have no game.
That's his favorite line. You have no game.
It's just bad. It's really bad.
It's hard for me to be playing something that I don't even know I'm playing. I'm just,
I mean, like,
I'm just doing what I regularly do.
An example. Push somebody's shit in with humor. Have some fun with them. You guys have seen my channel for a long time.
Okay, now
I've never dropped a doc. Never.
You guys don't know what doxing is. Saying someone's name, Jimmy, is not doxing.
And I've had them People have pushed. Oh my
You live about 30 minutes from Troy.
God, the shit that's come through my email. Dude, that's not my game. If I can't deal with you, Flex, on my own, just word for word, on the subject, everybody's gonna know that I'm a bitch. I'm like.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? He said that if I cannot deal with you one-on-one, then they're gonna think I'm a bitch. My question is, why don't they let the people that they talk about click the link and ask them questions and let them respond and answer? He just said something that was real right there. I'm just trying to figure out why don't they do that realness over there. They didn't come up with my shit anytime.
Now I gotta bring down your channel. If I did that, where would I be? I've already played that game. It's like, no, that's not how this works correctly. It's like,
okay,
Lex has a following.
He said he's already played this game. He's done everything there is to do on YouTube. So he just self-admitted that he was someone that was taking chat channels down.
It's a rather large one.
It's funny how you get the information when someone speaks.
Sit there and make fun of his following, or am I going to say, well, there's some game there, and Lex is actually making.
I got to speed his ass up.
Where I saw it made sense, and we went back and forth.
He be talking crazy.
God damn, I miss those days. Now I'm going back to that. My old days.
I want to hear when he gets into
those days
about the black people on my channel.
Guys who just wake up and realize what they're doing is completely irrelevant. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
And they're going to realize that when their channels fail hard. Not
okay.
Not already failing.
All right.
It's going to get worse. And we tried to tell them. You did.
All right.
Everybody did.
All right. So he says it's going to get worse. We told them. We warned them.
I hope you guys.
So that means that they are trying to conspire to take down channels.
The sooner it will end.
Flagging is a sketchy road, though, and it always seems to come back biting people. That's why I don't walk it myself. I see Red Bull Jack. I wish you guys asked me questions before you guys go and just start talking by yourselves, because I do see some of that stuff, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Because there's a certain aspect of that that makes sense. People want more. They do. And they get more because we provide. What Reese and Roy need to realize is something.
The more outrageous shit that they do and say, obviously.
Hey, man, quit trying to tie me and Roy together when it comes to a conspiracy.
The one thing they talk about is credibility, facts.
Nah, it's not. No, that's not. No, that's not what it is. 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 Shit like that.
They have blown their entire game. They have none of any of them. They have none. The first time I got told on. You know what the funniest thing is? They're playing the videos over on Rumble, right? I have a Rumble account. So on Rumble, so when they just see hot facts, I'm on Rumble also, people. I'm on every platform. These motherfuckers are stupid. School. I told my boys about it in school. I remember that. I was like 13. Nobody liked the guys that told on me. I was the hero for being told on. Good job, Roy and Reese. Good job. You just realized something. This dude is weird. The entire community is against you. You guys did that to yourselves. Torp, the entire community. I'm the news channel that they did not want. I came into this thing fighting. I came into this thing fighting and throwing blows with a lot of people. I think it's sweet that Reese loves the blue bin so much that he wore a blue hoodie to honor Flex. Laughing out loud. You see how you can type in here, Jaded? But here's the thing. I'm about to remix that video with Bobby showing his belly and put his shirt as a bra. And Tommy, I don't dox anyone. I saw you over there, and I saw what you were saying. That's why you don't have a wrench. So, I don't dox anybody. Saying someone's name is not doxing. I don't even have these people blocked because I put up. Jaded, you need to go watch the beginning of this to see exactly why the red civil suit
and all the other stuff. You need to go watch the beginning of this, and then you'll have no other answer, no other question. Well, you might. See, that's what I'm talking about. You catch people on other channels talking and tell people, yeah, he did this and said that and all that, he's doing this and that. No, I did not. I didn't dox anyone. Shauna Johnson saying her name is not doxing nobody, motherfucker. Do you see how I don't care? That's not doing it. That's not doing it. Troy said his own name first. No one cares. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Then someone said, dang, he gave the last 4 digits of her phone number. What are the other 7, you motherfucking idiot? There's 10 digits. You guys are stupid. You guys are stupid. Not doxing anybody. Tommy, I was doxed. Full address, name, pictures, driver's license, all my people's addresses and names pulled up. Tammy and all them did that while they were trying to figure out where I was. They actually pulled up the people search and everything, and they were doing it live. Then she went the very next day and did all this shit and brought up the child support and all the stuff. Then came back and showed that I got something going on where I owe like 12 grand because of something with the state that I'm going through. She went back and put that shit up too. I'm talking about I have been doxxed, motherfucker. I'm talking about doxed. Saying someone's name is not doxing someone. You guys are too sensitive. Let's go.
Is it relevant?
If I was on StreamYard off the back, I would ask y'all to come on up here.
To everybody else, but I know this. She will get all the support of this entire community.
No one cares if Red gets any support.
She will get support from a lot of people.
About what?
$2 support. Think about how many people are supporting her. And you go, well, she'll get the view. I got the views. You got 12. I guarantee this much. It doesn't take the views to get the support. People will chime in.
She can sue his ass. She can technically sue his ass right now for a lot more.
I think that she should get.
Okay, so he said she can sue him for a lot more. Well, let me know. Let me know.
I'm not
expert.
Honestly, what he's doing on his channel, that he's 13,000 plus subscribers, that where he found the money for that, I have no idea. But those subscribers, where are they at? Where are they? Where'd they go? Why didn't he have like at least 8,000 comments? Why didn't he have 8,000 views?
He says a lot of stuff that don't make sense. All my stuff is up there. I have more comments than he can ever imagine. Especially when you go viral, you get thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of comments. He always says this weird stuff, but he says, I don't watch anyone's videos. I only watch live streams. So that's what he does. So if you don't watch the content, then how can you speak on it?
Likes. Where are they at? Where'd they go? I'm sorry, guys, but I got to put it out there. I'm no different, but I got less to explain than he does. I'm sitting at like 25. I think I just like 500 fucking likes. So, Reese, I'll put myself in your basket. How do you explain like you got 13,000 plus subscribers, but you ain't got 13,000 plus online, or likes, or comments? I'm sorry, Reese. It's not going to work.
This dude's an idiot. This dude's an idiot.
It's not going to work. Lex has got more support than you do, Reese. You're sitting around.
It's crazy. And Jaded, you up in here.
On a new channel.
And why are you still sitting at 737? You should have been monetized already by now. You should have been monetized already.
But it's been done. Reese, if you want to use a channel that has like...
All right, so let me fast forward all this shit.
You need a rebate, Reese. You need a rebate.
Oh, Thunder's back. I think this
I got about...
Let me see.
225 maybe.
Let me see.
At least. I
want to get to where he's talking about the black people.
I get that, but 3 to 5 is kind of a big number.
Like you're giving out your week.
This is doing.
Dang, they talking about me for a long time now, y'all. Damn. They ain't have nothing to do that day.
If you could succeed as an intelligent man, do that. But don't use your race as a way.
Okay.
Don't use your race as...
Okay, let me see. I think we about to get into it.
My penalties dropped it, so I quit bringing them up.
Oh, yeah, let's get into it.
Something about, what is he calling that? Like, damages or... the fuck ever he's doing over it, it's like he's reading a lot of Google.
No one's.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Well, no, they're not. But I think he's baiting us.
Thunder has proven it.
Yeah, he's been baiting. Is that like that's what I'm saying? Is that legal?
I don't bait you guys. You've proven it.
I mean, he's been baiting, inciting.
That's a good question.
He's the only one that's ever been on my channel and dropped the N-word, and I've asked him not to. And every time he's been up on my panel, he's dropped it. So I could break.
Now let's go ahead and clear this up. He's a liar. First of all, he interviewed me, asked me a bunch of questions, interviewed me, and I said nigga during the interview, and he took the whole interview down because I said nigga. I have not been back on there and do all that. I was just on there recently, and I clicked on, and Torp didn't know if it was me. I was like, yeah, it's me. And I told him that someone was gonna get struck, was gonna get hit with a strike. I didn't say nigga then, and he kicked me off. So he keeps lying. The only time that happened was that first time, just like he keeps saying, and Reese's wife is always doxing Jaded. Like when? She typed his name once in one live stream and keeps saying she's doing it all the time. And just like this situation, that happened once. And he says he does it every time, but I don't even go up there. I just went up there on this one because he made a new channel, and I went up there under a different account. This guy's an idiot.
Him out because he just couldn't play by the rules. He says because he's black he can do that. And I said, no,
nigga, I say nigga.
Go who you are. I don't want the N-word dropped here.
Now he said, I don't care who you are, I don't want the N-word dropped here. So while they bring JB Gunner up, JB Gunner says it. I got the videos with Flex up there laughing. No, it's just a slang. He's saying it while Thunder's up there. Then I got the one where Thunder is telling him, you know, we're just the same. I understand you fully. And he was talking to him between the lines because I brought up the prejudice shit. And they allow these people to say it all the time. He says, I don't care who you are, you can't say it, but they allow white people to say it on their channel. That's where I'm confused at.
I got this
do it every time.
All the prominent black men that are celebrities that I actually listen to, I'm not gonna mention their names.
Oh, they do it.
I'm actually against what Rob.
Now look, Thunder said, oh, they do it. Yeah, they do it. I hear him. But Torp is going into something else right now. Watch.
Reese is doing. Don't use your race as don't use your race. If you can succeed as an intelligent man, do that. But don't use
Thunder's about to leave
as a way to succeed. I'll give you one. Denzel Washington, my boy. That's my boy right there. Denzel Washington, my boy. That's my boy right there. The dude's in Kentucky, the home of the Klan, y'all. Denzel, he said, I'll give you an example of one of them. He's speaking about black people. Denzel Washington, my boy. My boy. Let's keep listening. This is what Flex is allowing up there right now when they say they don't like the race bait. But this guy is up there speaking like this, especially about the black people. He can't speak for us. Listen to his quotes and listen to him Sam. It's like, there's a reason why black people got a good name. Robert-Reese-9, one of them.
Now, some black people might take offense. Anyone named Robert Reese that's black. I'm not the only one. There's a few of us out there, so I already know they upset. I already know they upset. But you can't do that because, as you see, when it even comes down to Juneteenth and Black History Month, I can barely get the black people to want to go ahead and do something. But when I talk about doing something, you and the other people who don't look like me have an issue when I do it. So if I'm doing something that's positive and I stand up and speak on whatever it is, how would I be a letdown? Now, you're saying that, but I have something going on with NGB to where I called him Uncle Tom, and I broke down exactly why. First, he didn't check you when you first started talking about the black thing, but he bounced out because he saw you were about to start going downhill. But now that he's listening to this on how you keep trying to speak on the black issues and stuff and who's giving you the right, Next time he's up there with you, if he don't do nothing, that's why we have an issue. Because he got to say something. And I just ain't going to let you just do this. Now, they doing this right. You're doing it right in front of these people that just said it's not cool to do it.
Some of these guys are educated. They really are.
Some of these guys are really educated. They really are. He's speaking about us black people, y'all. He said one of them, Denzel. Some of these guys are really educated. Some of them really are. I told you. Podcast guest goes on epic racist tirade or whatever. I told you. It's epic. And Flex is sitting up there like he don't understand what's going on. Thunder's going to leave because he gets it. He don't want to be a part of it.
Denzel Washington, my boy. That's my boy right there. Denzel Washington, if you listen to his quotes and listen to him Sam, it's like...
They've been talking about me the whole time and they got into this.
Robert-Reese-9.
This is nuts. This is nuts.
Some of these guys are educated. They really are. Denzel Washington, if you look
a lot of them more educated than you and I will ever be. I mean,
wow.
No, a lot. I mean, that's...
Now, check it. Thunder had to chime in and was like, "Oh, whoa, no, Torp, no." There's a lot of them way more educated than you and I are. Thunder is like, separate me from bullshit. I don't want to be a part of this. Thunder understands that this is not the route we should be going. Flex should have even said that. Why didn't Flex say something? He up there writing right now. He said he don't like the race bait and shit, and here you go.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I listen to educated men talk, which is why I'm here. Denzel Washington did a really good job on explaining why there's a problem with racism. I wish Robert-Reese would have done that. He might be better off today.
The problem with racism is this right here. This is the problem. This is the problem that we have in America. This is the racism.
I think Robert is a racist. That's my opinion.
Now check this out. He said all of that. He said all of that, and then he says he thinks I'm a racist.
Yeah, he is.
I think he is. He's a white hater. He doesn't like... Look at his fucking channel suggestions. It's all black. I'm like, well, that's fine if I like him, but it says a lot about you, Robert.
He says my channel suggestions, they're all black. Well, that's fine if I like them. Let me show y'all this. If you go to my channel right now, it's gonna leave me off my timestamp. Okay, you go to my channel right now, and if you look at channels to watch, yeah, black guy, Mic Drop BBQ Jeff, the best rideshare channel in the game. The second guy is Dashing with John, and he's Mexican. Right off the top. Now, my boy What's Good Wood, right there. He's darker skinned, but he's Belizean. He's Belizean. He's from Belize. Okay. Now, you see Chaotic Truth right there, right? If you click on Chaotic Truth's channel, you'll see exactly what he does. And his show is filled with white people and black people, Asians, we all mix. But Chaotic Truth is a black dude that wishes he was white. And he publicly announces it. And that's what he says he's transracial. He's a white guy, and that's how he feels. Yes, there's black people up here. Yes, there is. But it's crazy that the second guy on the list is Mexican. But that's what he did, y'all. He said, look at his channel up there. They're black. But that's cool if I like them.
I'm like, well, that's fine if I like them, but it says a lot about you, Robert-Reese. You can't put one white person on there as you would call a white.
Look, Thunder left. Thunder left. Thunder left. He said, I'm not getting involved with this shit. Thunder ran.
What you just did.
And Flex is up there with him. Thunder left and Flex is sitting up there with him. This is, people, you cannot make this shit up right here. You cannot make this shit up.
Not one. JB Gunner should be on there with Robert Reese because JB Gunner popped his channel. He couldn't do it by himself.
Oh, wow.
JB Gunner did.
JB Gunner is a known racist white supremacist, y'all, who I interviewed one-on-one. Now, look.
The wrong advice.
That's all I wanted to do was get into that right there. So you guys can see that happened last night in front of Flex. They allowed him to speak.
Shouldn't be your job.
Torp stayed on the whole time. And Flex allowed this shit. And look,
okay, so
they spoke about me. They spoke about me the whole time. I just happened to check the fact that they talking about me that much. That's how your channel stays alive. But did you see how it got to the point to where now we got to go ahead and get prejudicial and racial? He started off with the thing when NGB was up there, then went right in that and said all these terms and did all this stuff. He did all that. Flex said you can't do the race thing and all this stuff on my channel. Why did Thunder leave? Because he saw that Torp was going in too deep with this and he don't want to be a part of it. That was way too much. Flex sat there and allowed that to happen. I told you guys, podcaster goes on epic racial tirade. Now, Mr. Flex, this is another one, and I answered all of your questions. You watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese, people. We out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. You got something to say? Nope. Deuces.